Now let's build out our meta panel component, which will include information about the channel that a user is currently on. We'll head to the meta panel file within our meta panel folder, and we'll import some components from Semantic UI. We'll grab segment, accordion, header, and icon. So we'll use an accordion component here. It'll be within a segment component. And first we'll have our header. It'll be as an H3. It'll be attached to the top of the segment. And it'll have the text about, hashmark, and then the channel name, which will display dynamically in a bit. Then we'll have our accordion component. It'll be styled with the styled prop and attached as well by setting the attached prop to true. And within our accordion component, we'll have a number of segments, each of which will be conditionally shown when we click on the title. So when we click on this first accordion title, if the active index is 0, and that's the index we're going to give this part of the accordion, if active index is 0, it'll be active. It will display the content associated with the title that we're creating. So we'll add an active index property to state, set initially to 0. We'll destructure it within render. So each of these title areas, as well as their related content, will have a given index, and we'll add an on-click to each of them. If we click on a title, we're going to set the active index and therefore display the part of the accordion with an index of a certain value. So to active index, we're passing event and title props, which will give us access to the index that we set on the title. So if we click on a certain part of the accordion, we'll grab the index from the title props we're passing to set active index. We'll also grab active index from state. And we're going to update active index with a variable called new index. If active index is equal to the index on our title props, we'll give it the value of -1. Otherwise, the index that's being passed when we click a given part of the accordion, and which will set new index to the active index. It'll update it and show that part of the accordion with the given index value that we're setting in state. And within the title, we're going to put an icon, first with the name of dropdown. That'll be present within every accordion title that we have in our accordion. And then we'll add our own custom icon with the name of info. So in this part of the accordion, we're going to have the channel details that we set for each channel. And then, as I mentioned, we'll have the content related to a given title. To display this according to the active index value, we'll need to grab the active prop that we supplied to the accordion title, where active index is being compared with 0. And for now, we'll just give our content the text of details. We'll copy both the title and content and paste another segment to the accordion underneath, where we'll then change the index to 1 and compare active index to 1 here. Change the icon to user circle. And our second icon, this will be the area for our top posters. And here with the accordion content, we'll compare active index with 1 again. And then in the next segment that we'll paste in, we'll compare active index with 2. It'll have an index of 2, an icon of pencil alternate. The text will be created by within the title. We'll compare active index to 2 within the accordion content for the active prop, and we'll just give it a default text of creator for now. So now we have our accordion. We can toggle between different segments of it, and we can see the default text that we put in each area. But now we want to hide the meta panel whenever we click on a direct messages channel. We only want to see the meta panel to give us or the user information whenever we click on a new public channel. So within app.js, we're going to pass down an isPrivateChannel prop, the value of isPrivateChannel, to our meta panel. And as we know, we need to give it a key so that it renders properly. We'll give it a key with the current channel ID by first making sure we have a current channel value, and we'll receive that. Then our state of meta panel, set the state property to private channel, and within render, if we're currently in a private channel, and we can also destructure that from state, if we're in a private channel, we want to return null. We want to return nothing. So we'll save that, and we'll try navigating to a direct messages channel, and we can see that the meta panel goes away, but appears once again whenever we go back to a public channel.